Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going over products I regret buying or was influenced to buy, and I'm sad, okay? Because I spent my hard-earned money on these products because of reviews that I saw, and I hate them. I used them once and probably will never use them again. So let's go ahead and let's get started into this video because there's quite a few products in here to share. So let's do it. Okay, so let's go in order of application. I don't have every category here. It's really difficult for me to not like blushes or foundation. I am a sucker for foundation, but I think we do actually have every category here. So starting with primer, I have one, and it's the Beauty Blender Boost Firming and Smoothing Peptide Primer. This primer came out maybe last year or the year before, and it just doesn't do anything. Every time I wear it, I'm just kind of confused because I had high hopes, like firming, smoothing. I thought this was gonna be great. I thought it was gonna be, you know, my next fave. And they came out with a setting spray. I bought that too. I do like that. That is very hydrating. I like that one. But this does not, and it makes me mad because it's pointless. Like, I don't know why I put it on kind of thing. So I regret buying this one. And I bought it because of the packaging, and girlies on TikTok were loving it. You know the drill. Got suckered. Foundation. Oh, I guess we could use these as primer too. This is just an overall product thing. It's not like a hit towards this brand particularly, but bronzing drops. I don't understand the hype with bronzing drops. I would rather just not spend my money on it. I would rather not add it into my routine. It's an extra step that I don't really understand, and I never will, because you could just bronze your face with bronze. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of bronzing drops. That's a personal opinion, but yeah, they're on this list of stuff. And then for foundation, I have one regret, and this one breaks my heart. Okay, it breaks my heart, and it's the Gucci Cushion Foundation. It's Cushion Debutée. It's the one with this beautiful print on the front, and you open it and it's got like the mirror and the sponge, and then of course, if I can get it, your cushion right there. And I just don't like it. It didn't live up to the hype. For one, when you put it on, it's just like a moisturizer. There's no coverage. I mean, none. And it just doesn't do anything for my skin. And I spent quite a bit of money on this. I was really excited for this launch. I've tried using the sponge that it comes with. I've tried using an actual foundation brush, which I prefer over this crappy ass sponge. But for Gucci, like, you're paying a lot of freaking money, and there's nothing. It's literally nothing. It's not. To me, it's just not a foundation, and that's a regret. So anyways, moving on. For concealer, I bought this Tula concealer, and I featured it in my concealer a day videos. And this concealer, in my review, you will see it if you watch those videos. This concealer sucks. It says Radiant Skin. It's supposed to be brightening serum concealer. No. I used it just for that video, and I swear I can't. It terrifies me because it's just so drying, and it looks so disgusting under my makeup, like on my face. It's just terrible. So this isn't a regrets purchase. Definitely regrets. And then I have two powders, which really sucks. But this Hourglass, the new powder from Hourglass, that has like the puff and the powder situation, this I absolutely 100% regret buying. One, super expensive, and two, I didn't realize that this was meant for just like touch-ups on the go. So you're meant to bring it with you. You get oily, you just touch it up, you know, touch, done. But I'm not gonna pay this much money for just a powder meant to touch my makeup up throughout the day. It's not gonna happen. That's where I spend money with like Revlon, and get that Stay Matte powder that's just as portable. I mean, this thing is it's pretty big. I mean, she's not small. So I don't know. And the puff shape, I understand. It's like, if it's the packaging, you know, square. But like, for me, I don't like the shape. It's just not easy to get around the face. And yeah, I'm just not a fan, and this is a regret, especially for the price. Another powder is the Dolce & Gabbana Fig Skin Perfector Shine Control Blurring Powder. It does not shine control and it does not blur. And it's definitely looks super innovative. It's a pressed powder. It's nearly white, universal. When you touch it, it's like a cream consistency kind of feeling. It's definitely like, I think they were trying to do something really cool and innovative and unique with this powder, but I just don't get the effect that it says that it should. And again, for the price, I think it was like $50 something for this powder. I expect it to be better than even the Huda powder kind of thing, or pressed powders like the Makeup Forever HD. But yeah, it just wasn't. So disappointing. And then next, I guess after that, I don't have any bronzers that I don't like. I'm a huge fan of bronzer. It's really hard to mess that up, so we're skipping that. So going into blush, we're gonna go in with the cream blushes first. A regret I have, which is kind of surprising to me, is the Juvia's Place blushes, the liquid blushes. I bought these and I really had high hopes, you know, but they're just so pigmented is what it is. I'm just not a fan of super pigmented blushes. It's hard for me to work with them. It's hard for me to recommend them because you get too much on it and your makeup is crap. Like you've got to start over, and that's really frustrating, and I don't have time to redo my whole face, you know what I'm saying? So I just don't like really pigmented blushes that I have to think about and prepare for and potentially have things on hand and pack more foundation on to cover, and I don't want that. I don't want to worry about it. I don't want to deal with it. So yeah, I do regret purchasing these. I don't use them because of that, and that sucks. And then another regret is this One Size Cheek Clapper Blush Trio in Rich Betch, and I regret this simply for the fact that I will never wear this shade. Like, this shade is just not flattering on me. I've tried wearing it. It's just not good. Like, it's a brick red. It's a brick red color, and it just does not look flattering to me. I've tried wearing it and it just does not fit my skin tone, and I don't know. I should have purchased a color that I would have liked, like, you know, pinks. I am a huge fan of pink. So yeah, that sucks. This is more of a shade thing. The formula for the bronzer, actually that's a good one to pull. So actually that just reminded me of a product that belongs in this video, and it's the One Size Bronze and Sculpt Trio. This, again, I had high hopes for. I thought this would be great for travel, you know, depending on what kind of bronze you want. You've got 3 different shades in your same skin tone kind of thing, but these just looked so patchy and muddy on my skin. It was terrible, absolutely terrible. So this is definitely a regret purchasing, and it's not the shade, it's definitely the formula, so I do not recommend this. But for the Cheek Clapper, the blush trio, I really want to test out a different color, and then I'll see if it works out better than the bronzer, but I don't know. Kind of disappointed in myself on that one. And then another one you will not find surprising is the Rare Beauty powder blushes. Remember when I said I really love powder blushes? Like, it's hard for me to hate powder blushes. Well, these little puppies, so I have Happy and I have Cheer on this side. These I had so much potential for. I thought, you know, they would come off more subtle, more pink pigment. Like, if that showed up, that pink with just a little bit of like Hourglass kind of vibes, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. If you use Hourglass, those blushes, top tier, that's what I wanted from these, and I didn't get that. I got highlighter with a little bit of pigment, and I'm not gonna use a highlighter that's not, you know, the basic golds or, you know, light champagne. I just won't use like a pink to highlight my face. It's just, I'm not gonna do that. So I've resorted to using these as eyeshadow, just like on my lid kind of thing. I'll use it on my lid. But these are definitely regret. I did not need 2, and honestly I could have lived without them because I have plenty of eyeshadow palettes. Like, you can see this hole up here is eyeshadow palettes, and then this is on the other side. Like, I have, and they're 2 rows deep of eyeshadow palettes. So if you guys want a favorites for eyeshadow palettes, I can definitely give it to you. I think I've done favorite brands, but I can narrow it down and do favorite eyeshadow palettes, or even like my go-to eyeshadow palette kind of video. I don't know, just throwing it out there. And then I have a liquid highlighter in here, and this, if you watch my video reviewing the Dior Forever Glow Maximizers, this is in the shade Pearly, and the bronzer, the blush, I thought stunning, giving nice glow, very dewy, and you know, perfect for summer. This picked up all my powder, so everything under it was ruined. And then I did dot this on my face, and when I was blending it out, you could see dots on my face, so that sucked. And then I tried putting it on the back of my hand and then putting it on my cheeks, and all you got was glitter, just glitter particles. And so yeah, I think this would be great for like festivals and doing something like super fun, super New Year's Eve, birthday bash kind of thing. But for the price, I'm not gonna pay, you know, $40 for something like this. You can go to the drugstore and get, you know, face glitter kind of thing. That's a regret for me, is just that highlighter. I feel like the blush and the bronzer are definitely beautiful. I love those, but the highlighter, not so much. Another regret is the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. I got the mini size of this, and I'm really glad that I did, because this makes it look like your face is just oil extravaganza. It's disgusting. I don't like the way it sits on my face. I was not expecting that. I mean, this is more, to me, I feel like you should wear this as, you know, almost skincare. I would not wear this over makeup, maybe under makeup, for the glow kind of aspect if you want that thing, but for me, no, I do not want that. If I want glow, usually I just use a primer that's glowy or a foundation that's glowy, because the glow is not oil, straight up oil, I'm telling you. And then for brows, I did a whole video on Pink Honey products. This honey glue was supposed to be extremely popular. A lot of girls say they love it, and you know, it's got the hole in the middle and you use the little spoolie, swirl it, and then brush through. I always get a residue with this. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but it's like a soap residue on my eyebrows, and I'm just not feeling it. I don't like it. It's just so much easier to reach for my Patrick Ta eyebrow gel, and it keeps everything in place all day, and it's less messy. It's stunning. So I regret purchasing this because, like I said, I've only used it once for that video and never again, and now I have a whole pot, and it is like honey. It's basically honey. So I just don't get it. It smells good, but I don't understand the hype, and I regret purchasing that. Okay, so this is a very controversial regret, okay? I purchased the Summer Fridays lip butter balms when they came out. I only have my minis left in my collection for one reason. So if you watched my decluttering video, I think it was my decluttering video, the tops of my Summer Fridays lip balms, like where these little ridges are, I stored them like this. Even the larger ones I stored like this. I only had it for maybe a year, maybe a little over a year, and it started spewing out the top and going all over my collection, like my storage, and that is just so annoying. And it's so annoying that I only kept my mini ones because I'm not gonna deal with that. And if it ever happens to my mini ones, I'm getting rid of those too. But yeah, I regret purchasing the larger one because that was really frustrating to clean up. And then another regret, which still has the security tag on it, is the Eyelure Underlash 30 Pre-Glued Clusters. Now, these I regret purchasing because I don't know if you'll be able to see, but the glue is 100% visible. Like, even when you look down, you know, typically you don't want to see that your lashes are glued on. You want them to be as seamless as you can, and there's not enough hairs on the band to hide the glue. Okay, so for instance, like these Kiss lashes, I'm hoping that you'll be able to see, the glue does not stand out. So if you get it close enough to the lash line, you honestly cannot tell that these are not your lashes. And that is what I love. That's what I love about these lashes. Like, even my mom, she'll look at me and go, "Are those your natural lashes?" Clearly not, Mom. They're like sky high, you know what I'm saying? And they're just so easy. Like, it immediately sticks to your lash, no fuss. Whereas, like, the amount of glue on these, it should be able to stick immediately, right? You would think that it would take little to no effort to just stick them on, but it takes forever. Like, it's just not worth it for me to do this. They don't look as good, and they take longer to put on, so that's just no. It's just no. And then I just wanted to mention this lip gloss, which breaks my heart. It's the Patrick Ta Major Volume Plumping Gloss. These are the ones that sting. And these are part of his new spring collection that he just came out with. So the issue I have with these, and I regret purchasing these, at least all of the colors that I did, I should have just bought one. But the reason why I regret purchasing these is that this color is very opaque. So it settles into your lines, like you can see where the color, the pigment is settling into your lines, and it really just doesn't look flattering. And I try to make it work, and originally I loved the formula. I didn't love it, but I definitely made a comment in that video about it settling into the lines, and a lot of people love these lip glosses, but I think it's just so hyped up because it's Patrick Ta, and I'm just over it because this to me was a fail. Like, this product is a fail. But the glosses, the major glow gloss or whatever, the ones that don't, and they're like super sparkly, stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Those are a winner product for me from him. But these, I don't like it. Okay, I have some brushes too. We're gonna end with some brushes. The Rare Beauty foundation and concealer brush. I don't know why, but every time I use these, it cramps my hand. So I'll, you know, do this or whatever and hold it almost like a pencil, and it just cramps my thumb. Whenever I use like this foundation brush, I just hold it way out here and I just tap, and it's just so easy to hold kind of thing. But whenever I hold this, the bristles are so tough that you really have to work in the product. Like, you gotta hold this brush. I don't know how else to explain this. And the same thing goes for the concealer. I don't like the concealer brush either. And then lastly, Refi. This specific dual-ended brush I do not like. The hairs fall out of this dense side, so I don't like using it because then I get bristles on my face. And this one is just such a generic dual fiber brush that I have enough to like do my blush, do my bronzer kind of thing. It just wasn't worth it to me. And then I just wanted to mention the Too Faced highlighter brush. This brush is so dense that this is not going to be a highlighter brush. I use this for my concealer, but the bristles just poke the shit out of me, man. The bristles just do not feel good. It feels like a cat's tongue scratching under my eyes, and it's just, oh, it's terrible. But yeah, those are all of my regrets that I have purchased so far, so don't buy them. But thank you guys for watching my video. If you like this video and if you like me, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!